Welcome everyone to a new episode of We Play the main quest or the quest in general of Black Desert, reading what's happening because we know that you all are spamming. So, what's up today? Yes, usually we stream the lore and the quest of Black Desert in general on Saturday, but as I said in the previous stream, these days Swittzy is very busy, so he's lacking quite a lot of energies, so he'd like to rest. And one of the issues of the main quest, who didn't receive a rework yet, like the main quest of Mediah, it's that they are quite boring. And there are typos in the quest, they are repetitive, and I don't want Swittzy to drop dead due to frustration/boredom. It already happened that he almost fell asleep, despite drinking 3 coffees. Luckily, I have a different type of focus, so I could do this like for 3 hours non-stop, and it would be okay. So, yeah, not that big of a deal for me, but for him it can be an issue. So, today is my turn to play the second crossroad of Mediah main quest. Swittzy played the first crossroad with my company. The first crossroad focused on the point of view of Baris III, which is the legit king of Mediah Kingdom in theory, but his father, how can I say it, fucked up. So a revolt started, 3 days of darkness happened, everyone got traumatized, and now all Mediah has PTSD due to 3 days of darkness. In the meantime, Neruda Shen, who apparently in Ulukita became the worst of the Disney villains ever seen, here was actually more like a gray zone figure, ambiguous, yes, but not full-on villain, and I don't really understand this choice of going like good versus evil that are trying to push in certain questions like Ulukita. Because Black Desert always been a sort of gray zone sort of situation, where you don't have good people and evil people, but you have people with ambitions. Some ambitions are more noble or just less destructive than others, while other people are consumed by destructive ambition that are going to kill them and everyone around them. So, in the Mediah main quest, you still have this sort of thing in Neruda Shen, because the point was to show the point of view on Barid III in the first crossroad, while in the other crossroad you had the point, in theory, you should have had a little bit more the point of view of Neruda Shen. Allegedly, his point was Baris III can't be the king of Mediah yet. So I, Neruda Shen, I'm going to take power for now. Things got out of control in the Ulukita main questline, so apparently that everything that should be in gray zone in this questline is like, no, fuck that, but it's good, Neruda Shen bad. But yeah, I wanted to show how the idea of Mediah and the character of Neruda Shen was supposed to be. So, how do we start this quest? What's the premise? Okay, the premise is as follows. The second questline of the Mediah main quest for Altinova tells the story of Neruda Shen and his merchant guild who are trying to rebuild Mediah after the 3 days of darkness. You will side with them and work together to help deal with local issues and revive the region. This alliance that apparently was a choice in Mediah gets thrown out of the window in Ulukita because the merchant guild is bad. And you are not bad, despite having being a literal killing machine. But okay, I guess it's all about killing the right people at the right moment, I guess. Wipe the gloomy look off your face. They were weak. It's simple as that. You remember what happened in Calpheon. There are always two sides of every to every story, and was not this way of telling stories in Black Desert, because this is how life is. If you're an adult and still think that there are good things, good people, evil things, and evil people, I'm sorry to tell you, as a person who study sociology of law and criminology, though they lie to you. I'm sorry, it's not that simple. And in fact, it's true that there are always two sides to every story. At least. Just trust me, the petty affairs of humans mean nothing to me. I only do what is best for you. So, speaking of trust, do you really believe Neruda Shen is a bad person? Because of course Baritz III told you, oh my god, he's a piece of shit. Think it through carefully. Let's talk to him and demand some answers, the Black Spirit. That said, let's start. Did you visit the abandoned iron mine? Because let's remember that we come from the abandoned iron mine. It pains me to hear of a villager's plight. Sirara's prophecy is inciting the barbarians to rebel. I'm doing all I can to help the villagers, but I fear it is not enough.
Honored guests from Valencia have arrived to negotiate with us.
It's true that the barbarians have been stationed in Altinova, and yes, I'm aware that they have been causing much trouble. I would not have hired the barbarians if I had any other choice. We no longer have the military might of the Shroud Knights, because of course they got killed during the 3 days of darkness, since the Shroud Knights are the guard of Mediah and used to be the guard of the Median royals to protect us, so we need to look for another means to safeguard Mediah. Think about Mediah's current standing and our physical location. Here we stand, and once prosperous kingdom growing anew from the ashes. We have Calpheon to the west, which is true, because Calpheon managed to conquer until Serendia, and the kingdom of Valencia to the east. In fact, remember that after the bridge out of Altinova, in the east bridge of Altinova, after that it's all Valencia. And the kingdom of Valencia to the east. You speak of the old kingdom of Mediah, of tradition, very well, but you have to realize that if Mediah is to thrive, we must let go of tradition. True. To relive the glory of our golden age, we must position ourselves among the great powers. We need to establish a regime that isn't centered on tradition, but on trade. Capitalistic? But hey, it's actually what happened in our world in the end. We employ the barbarians to further enhance the regime and to safeguard the land from the possible military threats of both powers. Times are changing though. The Shroud Knights, the Baritz dynasty. We are turning our backs on the current political climate if we cling to the past. I truly feel for the poor souls at the abandoned iron mine and fully appreciate that this is a problem that needs to be addressed. I and the League of Merchants are doing what's best for Mediah and its people. I currently have a contingent of barbarians in my service as mercenaries. Please, talk to them.
Mediah is strong. The same could be said of Altinova.
Okay, because, and here is interesting, because when we talked to Barids and other people, the story was basically, oh yes, but Neruda Shen is bad because he took the barbarians and now the barbarians are trying to rebel and incite a revolt and pa. But actually Neruda Shen is like, well, not that I have other choice, you know, those are the resources I got, so I'm got to use them, I guess. And this in fact is the neighborhood of the barbarians, and we also speak with the barbarians in the other crossroads, but at the end. Did you say Mr. Shen sent you here? What's your business? Keep it short and I'll listen. The abandoned iron mine? Humans are weak and lazy, that's why work output is low. So, we took it upon ourselves to supervise them. Ha! Mr. Shen is working for a better Mediah. But so are we. Higher mining output at the abandoned iron mine is in the best interest of Mediah. Ain't that right? That's why we are training your lazy humans. We barbarians have our own way of doing things. Fair point. Fair point. Yeah, I love to think that in this game there are people who say, oh yes, but see, there are certain ethnicity when they are humans and they enslave or kill other ethnicities, it's okay. But if the barbarians do it to humans, oh no, that's evil. Like, it's the same thing. It's just changing the side. Can you think of a better way to boost Mediah's growth? I thought not. Now, piss off, I'm busy. Honestly. Fair point, though. Now we go back to Neruda Shen, like, yep. Yep. For Mediah, I guess. For Altinova. Which in a certain way is what happened with the Industrial Revolution, where people were like basically enslaved to produce. Like, not that I'm that of a big fan of a pure capitalistic system, but I kinda understand the situation in Altinova though. I wouldn't expect empathy from them. Barbarians only think of work. I'm very well aware that hiring barbarians is my burden to bear. Yet, hiring any other type of mercenary requires far more capital. Like, in the end, he doesn't have the money, so he had to go for the discount that Mediah currently possesses. If we can encourage enough barbarians to reconsider their stance on the matter, I'm sure the rest will follow. Fair point. The Barit's royal family will also come around to our way of thinking. Adventurer, I urge you to become a member of the Shen Merchant Guild. Your contribution will prove invaluable to us, and I'm certain that we, in turn, can help you track this witch of yours. Yes, because let's remember that we came here because we've been chasing Ilesra since we saw her stealing Zarka's soul in Calpheon, and we track her traces until Mediah. So that's why we are looking for her here now. And help shed light on the 3 days of darkness, because let's remember that Ilesra is also the one who caused the 3 days of darkness. And we now know that the way she did that not being updated in the story of Mediah, sadly, is by using the black spirit she absorbed in the History Chamber at the end of the prologue. Remember, only the Shen Merchant Guild can make such promises. I will continue negotiation with the barbarians, but in the meantime, I want you to seek out the Crown Merchant Guild. And it also makes sense, the reason why the Corsair has her Awakening and Succession questline here, and why we find Patricio. despite the Corsair having a different awakening and succession. They are small affiliate of ours, but should be able to provide you sufficient help. Our plans cannot be fruit without more silver. I have already instructed the Crow Merchant Guild to start devising way of filling the coffers. They must surely have come up with something by now.
Mediah is strong. The same could be said of Altinova.
Okay, and we have to go and talk with Lucy Bunkum. I did something stupid, probably. Nope. Yes, I did. I have to go and talk to the stable keep. I have to stop just jumping. I'm too used to the... I'm too used to the Pegasus. I'm just going to quickly recover my poor horsey. Should have made the shadows and use them. Okay. Poor horsey. Okay, Lucy Benkham should be the central market manager, if I remember correctly. And I always get stuck. Nice. Yep. Lord Shen already informed you of your visit. Congratulations and welcome to the Shen Merchant Guild.
If it's possible, please tell me what I would find interesting.
The Crow Merchant Guild is an affiliate of the Shen Merchant Guild. We purchase and sell rare goods all across the land. Ramlo, one of the heads of the Crow Merchant Guild, is in talks with Neluple to supply potions. Go talk to her to discuss the Shen Merchant Guild's request in more detail. I've already taken the liberty of sending a career pigeon to inform her of your admission into the guild. She should be expecting you. May Allah's blessings surround you.
Trade should be made with careful consideration.
So yeah, guys, that's how you receive mails through pigeons. As everything should be. You are the person everyone's been talking about recently. I hope we can have a mutually beneficial relationship. Yes, I'm fully aware of Neruda's request for more founds. That one sure is greedy. Now, there was one idea we came up with to fill Neruda's coffers. If you pull it off, it's sure to promise a big payload. Under any other circumstance, this information wouldn't come for free, but since Neruda Shen sent you, well, I suppose I'll just have to take a hit this one time. An important figure from Valencia is due to arrive in Altinova any moment now. Very few are aware of his actual identity, but they do say he possesses a vast wealth and is also the head of a large merchant guild, it's Patricio guys, that owns areas of land as large as some territories in Valencia. The fact that he is on his way to Altinova suggests that he's looking for something. He'll be arriving shortly. Quickly make your way over to the Altinova arena. No, okay, sorry, it's not Patricio, it should be Shakatu. Yeah, because Patricio in the end doesn't have that much of a land. So yeah, it should be Shakatu. Yes, it's Shakatu. No! Let's re-enter. Greetings, you must be the adventurer, so what can I do for you? Whatever you're after, it must be something special, I guess. Don't be too surprised. Whatever Neruda Shen knows about you, you can bet your last silver coin that Shakatu knows more. Haha. That's correct. I've traveled from the far-off lands of Valencia, or just slightly north of there, actually. You'll find the most precious items there. Feel free to drop by when you can get a chance. And of course, this is a reference to where he is. Request military funds. It must be hard for Neruda trying to revive a withering kingdom. Did you know the Altinova arena has quite a bloody history? It is exciting to watch combatants fight to death right in front of you. Neruda needs to learn how to take a break and enjoy life a little more. Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm on vacation right now. Maybe you should come back when you've learned the skills of the trade. Come back with something worth my while and we'll chat again. The merchant world is way too complicated. Why don't we just hold the knife to his throat until he gives us his money? Yeah, tell me again how we are the good guy. You are no fun. I don't think the information we receive from the crow merchant woman is going to get us what we want. Nothing of value ever comes easy in this world. Let's go talk to Neruda Shen messenger. Which is there. Ah, Shakatu. A marvelous suggestion, though I fear he is not the type to be easily swayed.
All I can tell you is that Shakatu.
My apology, I forgot to tell you my name. I'm Ridley, a servant of Lord Neruda Shen. I didn't mean to eavesdrop your conversation, but please forgive me. I was sent here by Lord Shen to give you support you might need. So, how do we attract Shakatu's attention? There might be a way. I know of an item that Shakatu might be interested in acquiring. It is a small chest with the royal emblem engraved, containing the royal seal. Traditionally, it was handed down from one Median ruler to the next. And although it is now just a relic, it symbolizes the magnificence that once belonged to the kingdom of Mediah. It's extremely valuable. I fear this is where things become somewhat complicated. You see, the wagon transporting the chest and other royal treasures were recently ambushed by wandering rogues, and in fact, even in the other crossroad, we find this treasure in the hands of the wandering rogues. However, we find it quite randomly, and we go back to our own characters like, oh, I found that, what is this? And Halcyon is like, that's weird. I don't know why it's there. 3 days of darkness, I guess, but it wasn't actually. It wasn't. If you could go to the Highland Junction and find out what happened, perhaps we can retrieve the chest. I will go back to Lord Shen to let him know about this.
You need to go to Highland Junction first.
Yes, I will go. Yeah, go to the Highland Junction. They're like, they robbed us. Can you go kill 200 monsters? And she's like, I keep smacking against things. I have to say that I love my mythical, but goddamn if it's hard to turn. But luckily, it's very fast. Did the Neruda Shen send you? We are so sorry. It will never happen again. The royal seal chest was on the trade wagon. I had no idea. The cart was so full. I mean, I knew there were treasures and other trinkets, but the chest, those damn wandering rogues took us completely by surprise. The road should be much more secure. Well, considering the state of Mediah, I don't know how possible this is. When this is all done, I'm going to be demoted to cleaning up the stables. Wait, where are you going? You can't possibly take them on loan by yourself. Maybe I shouldn't worry since you're working for Neruda Shen, but just be careful. They've gone completely crazy. Because of course you have to remember that yes, I'm doing all of this with a very high level. However, originally you had to do this when you were like level 54, 55, something like that. So, and with of course a very different gear. Aren't they weak creatures? Can you feel their dark energy? There's a place called the Obsidian Altar, not far from here. The altar has a history steeped in darkness. I'm confident we'll find the source of Wandering Rogue's power here. Let's hurry! And of course I already found it, so it's like done. Do you feel this dark power? It feels very artificial. This must be Lesra's energy. It looks like she gave a bit of her power to the Wandering Rogues. This sure doesn't help us track the witch down all of the down a roll if her energy is just everywhere. What? You want me to absorb all of the dark energy? Are you crazy? That's like me asking you to eat a bunch of rotten food. They are not like you. They've lost much more than just their memories. They've lost their souls. Do you feel it? All the dark energy coming from them? Ilesra's darkness has corrupted their spirits and minds. They are lost cause and will never think or behave in a normal manner ever again. Let's purge them and find the royal steel chest. So yeah. don't do what I'm doing now. I think we've eliminated enough of them. Doesn't it feel good to get rid of all those eyesores? We are nearly done. Now the false stench of corruption is dissipating. Can you feel the strong energy coming from that bulky beast over there? He must be the Wandering Rocks chief. Once you finish him off, we finished our quest, literally. He must have the item we are looking for. Yeah, because like probably there is a black stone in the seal or like some black energy, so it's the chief having it and absorbing the power. I don't know. I'm not sure anymore about anything. Oh, look at what the Wandering Rock boss dropped. It's a box that has the emblem of the Median royal family engraved on it. I think we found our missing relic. Let's go back to those fools at the wagon and show them what we've done. Wow, I didn't expect you to come out of there alive, let alone with the recovered chest. Neruda Shen really knows how to pick his people. It's probably best if you get that item back on to the Lord Shen quickly. I'll have to hang around here until this damn wagon is repaired and back on the road. Hang on, before you go. What's your name? You're going to have to go in my report. Adventurer? I spelled that right. Great. Now get a move on to Altinova. Of course. Well done. Lord Shen told me I could count on you.
Neruda Shen.
Could you show this royal seal chest to Shakatu before he leaves Altinova? He seems to have taken quite interest in you. Take extra care to present yourself well before him.
You need to go to Highland Junction first.
Okay, here we have three choices. Speak ill about Neruda Shen to attract his attention, talk about Altinova Arena to attract attention, talk about the royal chest to attract the attention of Shakatu. Of course I talked about the seal. This looks like an interesting item. Explain this valuable item, offer to sell it, describe the situation in Altinova, offer to sell it. You get straight to the point. I like that. Say it's for the alliance with Mediah to promote business with the Share Merchant Guild. Say it's for the greater good of a boon. Business. Don't get me wrong, of course it's important for us merchants to maintain good relations with one another. You never know when a deal might go south, resulting in a loss, but we already have a very wealthy relationship with the Shen Merchant Guild. Asking me to buy an item that isn't profitable for me, and as such an inflated price puts your Shen Guild in my debt. Do you find this to be acceptable? What to do? I applaud your efforts, but I really have no use for such item. I understand the dilemma you are in. Would you be willing to do something for me instead? I want you to entertain me. I came to Mediah looking for excitement and something that'll get my blood pumping. The situation is simple. I need entertaining and you need money. From what I hear, the next bout will start soon in the battle arena. The last match was nothing to write home about. There's one contender no one can beat. There's nothing worse than watching a textbook victory. I didn't come here to be bored to death. For the next round, I want to see you take on the undefeated champ. And kid, you better win. Do this and I may consider the deal. Of course, we have to talk with the guy first. I see. Those are Shakaru's terms. It would seem events have taken a more dangerous turn. I already killed like hundreds of wandering rogues, so like could be worse. The arena has a bloody reputation. One well earned, especially if the undefeated champ is on the roster. Do not interpret this as a critique of your skill, but your opponent will not be an easy foe. Although I am not sure of the source of this rumor, I heard that he was empowered by Lesra. So, again, he absorbed dark magic. Mr. Shen does not want to see his value assets placed in a reasonable danger. We can find another way.
All I can tell you is that Shakatu is not the type of person who is easily swayed.
Are you still worried? After all this time, you ought to know by now. With me by your side, we are invincible. I think I'd get along well with that Shakatu goblin. I like having fun and he likes having fun. Now stop worrying, go to the arena and defeat the champ. His defeat will take us one step closer towards our goal. The heck is... Oh, it's there. Come on, move along. The spectator entrance is over there. You what? You want to take on the Slayer? Ah, you got a death wish, mate. There's no turning back. Once you enter the arena, two go in, only one comes out. Slayer is the king of the arena. Lots have gone against him and lost. The boy is filled with many graves. If you put your name on the roster, you're basically signing your own death warrant. Right, all done then. Rather you than me, mate. Your bloody funeral. And of course, as I explained before, this used to be done at level 54 around. 54, 55. So you have to, with like the gear of 2016, so keep this in mind. The sound of the crowd cheering is deafening. Look around the arena. You catch a glimpse of Shakatu looking on with interest. He looks quite pleased with the situation. Neruda Shen has also made an appearance. It seems he heard about the news too. The audience is cheering and applauding. You can see the shadow of the Slayer. You feel like you'll need to fight to death. The black energy is swirling.
Energy equals. Lightning speed.
Ha ha ha, that was great, thrilling. You can't buy an experience like this with money. And yet. It seems I owe you a debt. I owe a debt to you. Please tell Neruda that I'll be visiting him soon. Neruda Shen is fortunate to have someone of your skills. It's understandable why Neruda enjoys the success he does. Having people as capable as you loyal to him. I really must drop by and see him again before I leave. Anyway, adventurer, you truly are a remarkable person. I assure you that we will meet again. You must be the adventurer that everyone is talking about. And the fool helping the usurper Neruda Shen. My name is Sarma Anin, master of the Shroud Knights. We have sworn to protect the rightful ruler of Mediah, Prince Bariz III, from the despot. Are you even aware of the impact of your action have? Neruda Shen has sided with the barbarians and is vying to take over Mediah. While you were busy entertaining yourself at the arena, Horio is slaving away under the barbarians at the abandoned iron mine. When I heard of your accomplishments, I thought you might be different than the rest. You are to stop meddling the affairs of Mediah now. Watch me. Yeah, very diplomatic approach, Sarma. 10 out of 10 speech. Like, stop messing with us, you are just like the others. Yes, yes, I swear to God, you are lucky that I don't have the choice in this game. Otherwise, your royal family would be crumbling right now. It seems like you have met Sarma Anin, am I right? She must not have been very happy to see you. Sarma Anin is the commander of the Shroud Knights, the personal guards to the Median royal family. They are stuck in tradition and wish to revive Mediah to its former standing. Everyone believes I am hungry for power, but that couldn't be farther from truth. The populace and the prince do not realize that all I desire is the greater good of Mediah. This is not a critique of the old regime, it worked for its time, but Mediah must take a new direction towards trade commerce if it is to compete with its neighbors. I am willing to invest all this silver you earned us into rebuilding the strength of the Shroud Knights. Please inform Sarma of my intentions.
Mediah is strong. The same could be said.
Are those really Neruda Shen's intention? I can't believe my ears. If Neruda Shen really wants to support the Shroud Knights, then why does he trust the barbarians? No, there's no way that he's helping to support us. He's leading us on sweet words and false promises. It's time he showed his sincerity through to action, not words. The Shroud Knights were once protectors of the Median royal family, but the devastating defeat at the hands of the witch during the 3 days of darkness severely crimped our numbers. The few remaining knights left alive sought solace in the countryside. We must regroup if we are to rebuild Mediah. Will you help us? You will find a number of knights at Hato Farm, not too far from here. Give them the order to regroup while I speak further with Neruda Shen. Also, I love that in this case, Neruda Shen is all respectful towards Sarma Anin, and like he treats her like a person with whom he can discuss diplomatically the future of Mediah and Altinova, while in the Ulukita is like, I'm a misogynist. Coherence. Coherence, guys, coherence. Coherence. Master Sarma has finally given the command to gather. I thought this day would never come. This is the first command we have had to gather in years. I can't tell you how happy this makes me. But we got a problem. Have a look around at the state of Hato Farm. The farm has been under siege from the mains for weeks now. Every day brings a new round of attacks and looting. They are bloody relentless. If we scarper, the mains will overrun this place. Like, imagine, basically you are saying that you, bound to protect the castle of Mediah and the city of Altinova, are telling me that you can't regroup. Otherwise, a farm that can be moved and rebuilt is too important. Really. Thanks for coming out all this way, but we can't live like this. I'd be like, alright, Neruda Shen was right. Oh, it's not like, oh, can you help us because this would be the only way we can handle the situation. No, we can't. So you're like, alright, I'm going to get rid of them without not even a please. Mate, you took them all on alone? You fancy a full-time job? Right, you lazy sods, everyone up, time to fall in. If you don't mind sticking around a bit longer, we could really use your help securing the farm. Then it would be one less thing to worry about when we go to Altinova. The small mains might not look so deadly, but they are right vicious little sods, especially when they dig a tunnel right under your bleeding feet. Help us wipe them out and make the farm completely safe again. Please defeat the small mains and destroy their tunnels. Yes. Like, they're basically telling you, hey, kill their cubs. Thank you. So we don't have to worry for the future. This is what they're saying, by the way. At least then we'll know the farm will be fine while we are gone. Yeah, guys, it's not for the tunnel. It's because they are the cubs. Facing so many enemies at once, it's so exciting. Isn't this great? We haven't had a chance to flex our muscle for a while now, like legitimately as 5 minutes ago. You haven't forgotten how to fight, have you? Destroy those useless mains. Who cares about how to farm? I just think this is a good opportunity to get some combat training done. Again, about the fact that we are the good guys, by the way. Okay, let's see where Sarma is. Is back to Altinova? She is indeed back to Altinova. Of course. My lieutenants told me what you did for Atto Farm. I guess you're not just all talk after all. I'm legit the only one doing things here. While you were taking care of things at Atto Farm, while you were taking care of things at Atto Farm, Neruda Shen visited. We had quite a discussion. He promised he would do everything in his power to support the Shroud Knights, claiming that he only wants the best for Mediah. Neruda Shen one questline after being sexist with Sarma Anin and no other interactions. Oh, please don't get me wrong, I don't trust Neruda Shen completely, but his offer was quite enticing. Perhaps you could get an audience with His Highness, Prince Barids, and ask for his opinion. He is 11, miss. 14 if we are lucky. I swear to God. Ah, if it is a Neruda Shen's right hand. Wow, we got promoted fast. What brings you here?
I do not trust in Neruda Shen. He stole my dignity.
I don't trust Neruda Shen. He's like a serpent hiding in the grass, waiting to strike the moment his prey is vulnerable. If his intentions are truly for the good of Mediah, then of course such a refusal would be a petty thing indeed. Consider this alliance provisional. And I will be watching you two very closely. The moment I detect even a hint of treason, this ceasefire is over and hostilities will resume. You and what army? Barids. Please inform Maudi Budar of my conditions. Perhaps, if it is written in the annals, Shen will think twice about betraying me. No, because if he takes power, then he would be able to change the annals. Like, guys, basic politics. Come on. Greetings, adventurer. Goodness, climbing this hill always leaves me lightheaded, haha. Okay, sir, go check yourself. Haha, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Maudi Budar, at your service, historian and advisor to His Highness Prince Barids. I do believe I have seen you once before discussing some matter of importance with Neruda Shen. The Shen Merchant Guild wishes to form an alliance. This is wonderful news. This is truly a day to record in the annals. As a member of Shen Merchant Guild, what is your opinion on the matter? Oh, I have no doubt Neruda Shen's intentions to rebuild Mediah are sincere, but then Would it justify anything if it was done for the good of Mediah? What if he suddenly has other plans? What if the crown prince becomes an obstacle rather than an ally? Surely you are not so naive to think such a thing could never happen. The history books are littered with examples of this, and history does have a tendency to repeat itself. As a precaution, I have petitioned Valencia to grant asylum to Prince Bariz, so that he may remain out of arms way until he comes of age. This way, he can protect the Bariz royal line, and Neruda Shen may govern as he sees fit. I believe this way both sides win. And this was actually a good plan. The Valencian delegation is coming to investigate a site of historical importance, so I must bid my farewells to be on my way. And let's go back to report to Neruda Shen. I swear to God, like, we are not paid enough for this. Come on. Oh no, we have to report to Bariz. No, it's Neruda. Yes, it's Neruda. Yes, I had heard rumors that the prince was seeking asylum. So, Maudi Budar has gone to the ancient ruins to negotiate the prince's asylum with Valencian delegation. Do not get me wrong, I understand why they wish to send Prince Bariz somewhere safe, but it is completely unnecessary. I do wish people would have a little more faith in me. I tire of the incessant whispering that I'm trying to take the throne for myself. But why do you think they whisper so? I have no children, no heirs. I have neither a wife to bear my sons, nor even a lover. Damn, Neruda. My only desire is to rebuild Mediah. What would I gain from forming a new kingdom as an aging man with no successor? And actually, Neruda here has a very good point. I deeply hope that you, at least, can trust me.
Honored guests from Valencia have arrived.
Moving on to other matters, I must ask again for your services. There seems to be a problem at the mines north of Altinova. I sent someone to investigate the recent decrease in production, and they reported back claiming that the miners are all suffering from terrible nightmares. Did you not mention to me before that you were searching for the witch possessed of dark energy? Is it all possible that the two are connected? This may prove of interest to you. Go to the mines and find out what exactly has happened.
Mediah is strong. The same could be
Okay. My god, going around in here, it's a pain in the arse. Here we go. The miners keep complaining of nightmares. How am I supposed to meet my quotas? Hey, aren't you the adventurer? What brings you out here? Please inform Lord Shen I will have the mines back to full output as soon as possible. The workers have been slacking off lately. The amount of black crystals being extracted has fallen by half. The workers keep complaining that they are having terrible nightmares that are affecting their ability to work. Yes, because let's remember that extracting black crystals or blackstones is basically like extracting uranium or plutonium, but not only for your body. It's not only dangerous for the decay of your body, but also devours your soul. It's obvious to anyone that they are just using this as an excuse to be lazy. If Lord Shen finds out about this, there'll be a big trouble. Can you talk to them for me? My throat is already sore from constantly screaming at them. Yeah, great solution, bro. You can do anything, as long as it works. Oh no. Aren't you part of a Shen Merchant Guild? You rich folk are all the same. I'm not even paid, bro. Have you ever worked a single day of your pampered privileged life? All you merchant types do is count your profit as some massive desk. Meanwhile, me slaughtering whatever because I'm a mercenary. Do you know how many people have collapsed while working under the scorching sun? Only yesterday several workers quit because they were having hallucinations. How are we supposed to meet our quarters in this condition? I don't want to speak to some idealist that won't even lift his finger, so please kindly piss off. Okay, sir? Yeah, because if they are not doing their job, I am going to do their job once and everything will be solved. Pushing a cart is harder than I thought. You carried it all by yourself. I thought merchants never lift a finger to help out. Haha, ain't it easy, is it, kid? So, how does real hard labor feel? Like, bro, I killed hundreds of mains and rogues. Pushing a cart is not even my first rodeo. Ready for a lie down? Look, I'll level with you. Things are bad here. No way. But seriously, the workers are getting ill. At night, many of them have terrible nightmares and then suffer hallucination during the day. Curse the work is hard, but at least we weren't seeing things before. A lot of the lads here can trust their senses. One bloke started screaming that, the other day that his pickaxe had turned into a serpent. Wouldn't go near it again. The lads reckoning its dark energy, a sign of Ilesra's return. Truth be told, I can't say I'm that bothered. It's times like these I wish the barbarians were here doing the work instead of me. See, it's not that they're like, oh, no one should work. No. Send the barbarians. Like, it's never about doing the right thing for everyone. It's just about you not having to do the thing. We believe that they are telling the truth about the dark hallucination. Yeah, because in the end, you know what's the counter effect of the side effects of the dark crystals and black stones are. Travel west of Altinova and you will reach Tarif, the home of sorceresses. Their sorceresses are experts of dark energy, so will be able to tell you much more on the subject. Go now to Tarif. You may discover something useful. Yeah, probably we'll know about Ilesra.
to protect
Welcome
is
to
not only
Tarif.
true.
My name is Aon Kirus, the chief of this village.
The origin of Tarif is a new start through sacrifice.
I've heard a lot about you. So, this is the famous right hand of Neruda Shen. What brings you to Tarif? I see dark energy at the Altinova mines. Have you heard of the black spirits? Looking into your eyes, it's clear that you know what I speak of. The presence of black spirits has been increasing in Mediah, and the number of people affected by their dark influence has grown. Even those who possess a strong will often cannot resist the black spirits, whispering promises of power into their ears. Something has been stirring the dark energies even since your arrival from the west.
The ones who desire the path
How can we help the workers? The hallucination the workers are experiencing are no doubt caused by the dark energy that has been growing in Mediah. We sorceresses are experts of the dark energy contained in the black crystals, by the way, and by extension, the black spirit. However, our methods of controlling the dark energy takes years to develop. So technically, they are potentially all Edanas. Time that the workers do not have. Therefore, we have to find another method. The workers do not need to control the dark energy, but simply need to know how to fight back against it. Try visiting the giants at the mausoleum. They have fought off the effects of the dark energy for many years.
scuffling the
Find Tantu at the mausoleum. He might be able to help you. If you are also suffering because of the black spirit, you should ask for their help as well.
It was my fault.
What? How dare she? And when I'm right here listening, you wouldn't be foolish enough to get rid of me, would you? I thought we were friends. I won't go easy on you if you go to see Tantu. Watch me. Yeah, I love the... Oh yes, we are experts about black energy. Go to the mausoleum so they might help you, like... Bro. What did I kill? Oh well. Oops. Sorry, horsey. Welcome, foreigner. Ahon Kirus told you to come see me. It's been a while since she sent anyone. I see a dark shadow lingering near you. More in. I would definitely say in. I hope I can be of help before it is too late.
I have not once regretted leaving a Haku plane.
The workers in Altinova are suffering from hallucinations. I believe they are under the influence of dark energy. No way. The only way to get rid of them, of this hallucination, is to suppress the dark energy causing them. Guys, is the black crystal they are mining. In the past, Mediah sealed the dark energy using the ancient Bout Slate. The Bout Slate has protected Mediah since the immemorial, but it was unfortunately badly damaged during the 3 days of darkness. We haven't been able to restore its power, but we may be able to turn the broken pieces into paper talismans. What? We can transfer the power from the broken pieces into the parchment. That's far-fetched. They may be weak, but they will still offer some sort of resistance against in the dark energy. Why don't you talk to the giant standing behind me? He should be able to help you make the talismans.
Ancestral legacy was our survival.
I understand. I will teach you how to make the Bout talisman. But before we do that, please take this equipment first. You'll need good equipment in order to make a talisman. The Bout Slate was all but destroyed during the 3 days of darkness. A huge explosion scattered pieces of it all over the mountain range. We don't have the right type of ore to rebuild a new Bout Slate. The best we can do is collect the scattered pieces and absorb what little power they have left. You'll need to collect as many pieces of the original Bout Slate as you can, but be cautious. The elms protect the mountain ranges with a maniac devotion. They will attack first and ask questions later, so be prepared. Once again, keep in mind that this used to be far more difficult because you were supposed to do it with lower level and worse gear and yada 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 things I already said.
Energy equals. I like these.
We are supposed to trek all across the mountain range looking for the pieces. Petty tasks like these are below me. Look over there. Maybe this won't be so difficult after all. That helm has crafted lots of pieces of slate into a shield. I can feel its power washing over me. We need to defeat him. It's better to have a bigger piece than multiple little pieces. I think we can easily defeat him together. I'm helping you this time, don't you forget it. Don't even think about betraying me in the future. Yes, of course, bro. collapse. No, wrong turn. You were able to collect so many pieces in such short time? This is more than enough. I've transferred all the power from the slate pieces into this bundle of parchment. The last thing you need to do is to take it to the ancient fisher and have Baut's enchantment imbued upon it. Baut's enchantment ensures that the transfer power remains sealed within the parchment for as long as possible. This can only be done by the ancient dwarves. Head south to the ancient fisher and speak to Ein Grey, the chief of the dwarves. He would be able to complete the talisman you seek. I guess next stop will be the cultists. Because let's see, we did the helms, the mains, the rogues, abandoned iron mine. Usually we don't go there in the second part, I guess, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Wrong turn. Talismans imbued with power from the pieces of the original bout slate. Pretty nifty idea the giants cooked up there. I'll start enchanting them right away. They are quite small, so it will take 2 ticks. Right, all done. I hope this helped you out. You brought a lot of material, so I've taken the liberty to make quite a few more. I wonder if you can help a dwarf out and take some of them to the ancient ruin excavation site. An old pal of mine who's surveying the site reached out for my help. Said his workers are experiencing hallucination just like your miner lads. It seems the presence of dark energy in Mediah is growing every day. Reminds me of when Ilesra made her appearance back in the day. But it's like because you are like literally digging out all the black crystals and black stones. Okay. There. The shortcut should be around here. Yep. Oh. Damn. Okay. I'll park here. Because going around here with the horsey without getting bugged is quite hard, one might say. It's all stairs, stairs everywhere. It's a labyrinth of stairs. Stairs over stairs over stairs everywhere. I'm going to just jump down, I swear to God. You are Neruda Shen's right hand. What brings you here? As you can see, everything is going well. Pardon? Those fools who are seeing hallucinations, you know about that. I guess Neruda Shen really does have eyes everywhere. Goddamn right. Ha! Yeah, you are right. Lazy bloody workers. They won't be able to complain once we've given this to them. Talking nonsense, just to get out of doing work. I bet the ancient ruins expert has been egging them. Huh? The expert is probably down there somewhere investigating the ancient ruins. Go teach him a lesson.
Ask me what you're curious about. I'll answer you if I know.
Totally not Eden. In fact. Don't do this unless you have a scholar. Haha, and here I was beginning to think our paths would never cross again. It seems we share a common destiny. Haha, talismans. Thank you, I'm not easily affected by the Black Spirit, but since it is a gift from you, I will gladly accept. That's correct. I'm here to investigate the ancient ruins. The ancient artifacts buried here possess the power to seal dark energy. Sadly, this artifact has long lost its power. It seems that someone forcibly extracted and trapped energy within. Ah, that reminds me. Do you know a giant named Maudi Budar? He recently came by and kept asking me how much the ruin site might actually be worth. I sensed that wasn't all he wanted to know. Ah, I see. He's negotiating the prince's asylum. Unfortunately, there is something for above my authority. Are you leaving so soon? I feel this won't be the last time our paths cross. Safe travels. Yes, Eden. You are everywhere. Wrong turn. Ah, I hate stairs. Ah, you've returned. Wonderful. I have no doubt these talismans will solve the problems at the Altinova mines. Thank you.
Honored guests from Valencia have
I have
arrived
been
to
keeping
negotiate
tabs on the movements of the barbarian mercenaries while you were away, and I fear Master Sarma may have been right. Master Sarma may have been right. It's in yellow. Why did you do him so dirty, no Lukita? Why did he become a filthy sexist? The barbarians are starting to openly show hostility, and I fear it is only a matter of time until they make their move against us. Therefore, I have commissioned work to begin fortifying the Master's base of operation with the funds you so gracefully acquired. The only problem is the severe lack of soldiers to defend the fort. We, that is, Master Sarma, need trained, experienced soldiers, such as the Sausans troops posted in the northern region of Mediah. When Mediah Castle burned to ashes, the soldiers at the Sausan outpost were dishonorably discharged for their failure. Many became bandits. They were extremely loyal to their commander, Shultz, so efforts were made to win him over. Unfortunately for us, Schultz was assassinated and our scheme died with him. The Sausans have been considerably more hostile towards us since then. Well, you killed their boss, so yeah, I can see why this might be an issue. Some say that Schultz was murdered over a woman, but I believe there is more to do than that. I need you to investigate the murder. Schultz loved two things in life, beer and brawling. He would always visit the local inn and the Altinova arena whenever he was in town. I suggest you try speaking to the arena manager first.
Mediah is strong. The same could be said of Altinova.
Well, if it ain't the rising star of the arena. Looking for another match? Let's see if we have an opponent for you. Schultz? Course I remember him. When was built like an ox. Could probably have crushed you like a loose. But he ain't here no more. He was murdered at the inn over a woman. A great loss. It's a real shame. Schultz was a valiant man and so easy to talk to. We remember him as the king of the arena, but he also commanded the 1,000 soldiers. All this talk of him, man, I miss that beautiful pox-ridden scared face of his. Oh. He was done over at Altinova Inn. That's all I know. Go to the inn if you want to find out more. And be sure to raise a glass to Shultz while you're there. Course, bro. Course. Oh, hello, Miriam. Let me park my horsey, because it's not nice to bring it into the inn. Shultz, he was a devious man, but he was a lot of fun. Understandable, Miriam.
After losing my husband, I did nothing but look for him for some time.
Shultz was the type who never stood by if he saw an injustice being done. He saved my skin a few times from drunkards. I actually really liked him. I still wonder how he felt about me. Never mind that. Damn. When I saw him collapse between the barrels, I thought he was just drunk again. I didn't think it'd be the last time I ever saw him. I later heard that traces of poison was found in his tankard. Everyone blamed me and Broman, but I was the one most devastated by his death. I'm sorry, just thinking about it still makes me cry. Speak to our cook, Broman. He also has a lot of fond memories of Shultz.
Days of darkness changes a lot of things.
Yeah, miss, yeah. Shultz. It has been a while since it all happened. I don't know the full details. It all happened while we were closing up for the day. Shultz bounded in very late, laughing loudly and clearly in a good mood. He ordered a tankard of Median rice wine, and although he had already served last orders, Miriam got him his drink. I was cleaning up for the night and went out back to throw something out. When I came back inside, Shultz was already dead. You don't suspect me, do you? Me and Miriam are innocent, but no one believes us. Ask about Shultz's personality. Shultz was a very hot-tempered giant. He was very aggressive too, but that doesn't mean that he had a bad personality. He just had a very straightforward manner of speech that sometimes created trouble with others. He was hard on everybody, but if you had the chance to meet him, you would realize that he was simply a very direct person. About his relationship with Shultz. Both Median and I got along well with Shultz. Nobody saw him as much as we did. Shultz was especially fond of Median's wine, so he visited here often. You are not suspicious of us, are you? Please, we are innocent. Ask about how Shultz was that day. He was acting like his usual self. There was nothing different. I can't recall anything special about Shultz that day. Ask what Shultz used to like. Shultz loved a good drink or 12. He was always keen to try our latest wines. He drank alcohol as if it were water, but I've never seen him drunk. Okay, now let me check my notes. Okay, this is investigations. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So, one is here. The lower half of the cork has crumbled away. It looks like this bottle has already been opened. Okay, the chair. Lift the chair up. There are scratches marks all over the floor where the chair legs are. It looks like a heavy weight forced the chair back. Did the poison cause Shultz to convulse before he died? The barrel doesn't look that old. A huge force seems to have caused it to break. Based on the scratch marks on the floor made by the chair, it looks as if Shultz collapsed while in extreme amount of pain. Is that liquid inside the barrel? There's a mysterious green liquid inside the barrel. Is this linked to Shultz's death? It's so nice having the molester talking on the background. That's right. He was drinking the wine from that barrel before he died. Aha. Mystery solved. I filled a bottle of wine from this barrel. Please, you have to uncover the truth and clear our names. We've lost nearly all our customers. Maybe you could speak to Nelople. And he seems quite knowledgeable about poisons. I've asked him about them before. Do you need potions? No? Oh, what's that?
I only sell items that are
So this is the potion that kills Shultz. How interesting. Although I sell curative potions, I do also have a mild interest in poisons. Now, let's see here. Green coloring, viscous consistency, bitter aroma. No doubt about it. This is stone-hole spider venom. The stone-hole spiders inhabit the southern region. Their venom is quite corrosive, so it's normally difficult to handle. I suspect the alcohol it was mixed with has diluted it somewhat. I have heard that the assassins from the southern region have a special method of extracting it, but it's a well-kept secret.
I'm not playing with you. Here, why don't you go ahead and pick one?
No. I misclicked. Rip. Rip my black energy. Based on what you have told me, it would seem that Shultz was likely murdered by one of his own men. Zan, zan, zan. I fear this may have been the case, since many of Shultz's men enjoyed a life of plundering and they probably have no desire to return to a strict military routine. Many people consider them to be as unscrupulous as the barbarians. For the sake of Mediah, we cannot allow them to continue this life on banditry. Go to Sarma outpost and monitor their progress. A lot of my money has gone into fortifying that outpost for Sarma and her knights. She must be preparing to fight the Sausan.
Mediah is strong. The same could be said of Altinova.
Oops. Does it seem like the fort is too big for our current forces? I'm just not sure what Neruda Shen is up to anymore. This woman is never happy. We needed a fort to fight the Sausans, but I didn't want it named after me. I trust that Neruda Shen wishes to rebuild Mediah, and his loyalty to the crown prince still remains in question. We don't have time to ponder this, however. The Sausans are becoming more and more powerful with each passing day, and the threat needs to be addressed now. Even with this fort, it will be a difficult fight. Adventurer, please help us. Our force is very small. We need to assess the Sausan strength. Could you please join the vanguard? Do I have a choice? I don't think so. Let's park here. The Sausan forces are bigger and stronger than I expected. They seem to be using equipment crafted by the barbarians. They were once soldiers of Mediah. How did they get their hands on those? We need to look into this further. There must be someone that knows more about this. If you find anything, could you bring it to me? Let's go. this? Oh my, adventurer, look at what he says. It's a secret letter Neruda's barbarian mercenaries sent to the Sausans. This is dangerous. The barbarian mercenaries made a deal with the Sausans. They are planning to take over Altinova. We must notify Neruda Shen as soon as possible. His barbarian mercenaries cannot be trusted any longer. If he continues working with them, he will be betrayed. Here, I wrote a letter explaining everything. Please deliver this to him. Yay, I got promoted to pigeon. Oh wait, there is the water in the middle, right. Oh, is this letter from Master Sarma? Please allow me one moment to read it. I was too optimistic about the situation. The barbarians' mercenaries could not be trusted after all. But we cannot cut ties entirely yet. We need a force to protect ourselves against the might of Calpheon and Valencia. Please instruct Lucy Benkham to send more supplies to Sarma outpost. If Sarma can fend off the Sausans from the north, it might buy us the time we need to stop the barbarians.
Mediah is strong. The same could be said of Altinova.
Neruda Shen said what? Send more supplies to Sarma outpost?
If it's possible, please tell me what
I feel like Lord Shen is losing his mind. With extra supplies, Sarma Anin will be even more empowered. Is that a good thing? People are whispering that Lord Shen is enamored by her. If this continues, people will start to doubt his noble intentions. He claims that he only wants to rebuild Mediah and not reign as king. He has neither wife nor children to to inherit his wealth and power, and he promised to retire from public affairs once Mediah has returned to its former splendor. But if he becomes involved with Sarma and Anin, no, I'm not sure he would not. He's a wise man. He better prepare those supplies. Please deliver this equipment order to Mevumuranan. We have a lot to make, so please tell him to hurry.
Trade should be made with careful consideration.
Autopath always 10 out of 10. Is it an equipment order? This is a lot. Who in blazes demands an order like this? Hashan declare war against Calpheon or something? Yeah, don't worry. Of course, I'll get it done on time. After all, more work means more silver for me. I'm going to have to push back a few other orders, though. Could you talk to the leader of the Barbarians mercenaries for me? Tell him that I've got an important order and his request will have to wait. But make it sound nicer than that. And I'm also public relations. Oi, human! This is a barbarian turf. Oh, you are Mr. Shen Fixer? What do you want? What? Late? That lazy little sack of... That's not what he promised. That ain't good. What should I do? I'm going to get blamed for this. Hey, you're a fixer. You know Maudi Budar, right? Could you tell him that the order's been delayed? If he asks why you're there instead of me, just tell him that my kid is ill. You got my back, yeah? Oh my god. What the? Okay, let's park out. Late? Well, that's a rather unfortunate turn of events, but I suppose these things cannot be helped. Myself, I'm preparing to leave to Valencia. Negotiations for Prince's Asylum are proceeding very well indeed. But please think nothing of it. The barbarians are able mercenaries, with or without weapons. They will protect me in Valencia. Of course, I have to remember, guys, that at this point you have to get out, because in little spaces the black spirit becomes claustrophobic. It cannot pop out. He seems to want us to leave in a hurry. He's hiding something, I know it. Did you hear the clatter from his robe? I bet he's hiding something really expensive. Maybe he found something at the ancient ruins and wants to keep it for himself. Let's steal it. Okay, of course you have to go behind the guy and steal it. You are really becoming a natural at this whole pickpocketing thing. Okay, and this concludes the second crossroad of Mediah main quest. The last part, the final part, the concluding part of Mediah main quest is shared. So in the end, it doesn't really matter what you do, because you are going to have to do the same in the end. That said, me and Swittzy are going to play the end of the questline next week, so that you can, so that we can see if the crossroad you pick has consequences. That said, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had fun and see you next time with more streams. Bye!